There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Chicken Zero.
Okay, what's up, everybody? This is Resident Chicken Zero. I'm Andrew. We'll worry about the theme song when we upload this to YouTube. Hi, guys. I haven't done a lot of these talking episodes this season of Resident Chicken Zero, so I thought I'd get on and say hello. This is kind of the finale, I guess, for season 2. I had a ton of fun this summer, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of get on and reflect for a moment and talk about some things, talk about the future of the channel, and just say what's up. Tell you guys what I have planned for the rest of the year. So the way this works is I do a handful of episodes, and then I kind of just, the rest of the year I'm just going to stream video games, really. I mean, that's all I've been doing pretty much all summer anyways. I got some really fun episodes out of this current run, so yeah, I got a handful of things to talk about right now. So first up, I've expressed a complete disinterest in the game of Magic the Gathering. I was surprised with Final Fantasy. I ended up building a deck from Final Fantasy. I built a really cool deck, and I don't think I've shown off that deck yet. I haven't really been playing Magic lately. We're talking about doing a draft for this current set, but I didn't go out of my way to make that happen or anything. Somebody accidentally bought a box, and as far as me like collecting cards, I'm taking a break. With that said, I have like a million decks, and my kids and I do play sometimes. So to wrap up this season, here's where we're at. Here's the standings for our board. Brandon's fucking winning by 1. I'm catching up. He took the lead on me. Brian still has that baby score of a 1. Little infant Brian. But to be fair, guys, Brian's a very good player. He hasn't been playing a lot. Brandon and I play together more than anybody, as you can see, because Kira and Brian, are a little bit lower. I got some card shop wins. I thought I'd mark those down, because winning at the card shop, my local card shop, is not the easiest thing. The Urza win was fun. I need a pointer. The Urza win was pretty fun because the guy called me a cunt when I was beating him. I like that. I like to be called that for some reason. It means I was kicking his ass. And then I've only won with vampire decks on Spell Table. Spell Table's even harder than, the card shop. Because, people... The last time I played on Spell Table, though... Yeah, I think it was the last time. The guy was being such a crybaby. He was like, oh, you use no Eldrazi's? It's like, dude, shut up. Dude, shut up. Yeah, so I like Magic. There is a Magic section on the YouTube. And every once in a while I take a breather. So let's get this other screen. Here's where we're at on Twitch right now. It's all RE4, which I think is kind of funny. I keep making the joke, all I'm going to play from now on is RE4. But last night, I beat RE4 for the 3rd time. I was considering doing a 4th run because I have the infinite launcher now. And then I was also I was thinking about doing a speed run, actually trying to do a speed run, as well as a professional run, which I don't think I've ever bothered on professional mode. So that might be fun, but I don't know. I think we're 3 that have expired now, so it's all these plus 3 more. So I jumped onto RE5 last night. I ended up playing Resident Evil 5, kind of moving on with the stream. So all of this is, oh Lord, not another Resident Evil stream, which is a lot of fun. I like doing that show, and it has been getting views, so that's pretty cool. So let's think here. It's 2025. I've beaten quite a few games this summer. I wanted to take a break from filmmaking and from my job and from everything and just play some video games and chill at my house. I needed a break. There's so many stressful things in my personal life that I don't really bring to this show that it's overwhelming at times, and so I just wanted to hang out with my son and my daughters and watch movies with my wife when she's not at work and just chill with my family. And when they're all working, I've just been doing this stream. And it's been a great month. I've had about a month of this. And I'm ready to go back to work now. I feel rejuvenated now. But there's your Twitch, which, you know, if you're watching this live right now, you should know how to get to that. We got 32 followers. When we started Season 2 of Resident Chicken Zero, I think I had like 8 followers. So we've grown a little bit. That makes me happy. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching. Love you. Feel free to interact with me, guys. I'm friendly. We started the year... I used to just stream on my PS4, which is kind of popular right now, I guess. A lot of people are streaming on their PS4s or PS5s. Sony streaming is popular right now. I've been doing that since 2019. It's very lazy. I would rarely put on my headset. So I beat Shining Force 2 first. This was at the very beginning of the year. And then I went back and I beat Shining Force 1, which I'd never really gotten into Shining Force 1 all that much. I think I got a couple hours into it. But I went back and I beat both of these. I've never beaten Shining Force 2 either. I tried streaming Shining Force 2 a few years ago thinking, like, I gotta beat this, dude. I've been playing this game since I was 9 and I never beat it. Finally beat it. Loved it. I watched my sister beat it when I was a kid, so I never really, like, went back to it too much. But I tried at one other point when I first got my PS4. On that Sega collection thing, I was like, I'm gonna fucking beat Shining Force 2, and then I fell off. I followed through this year, though, guys. This isn't 2025, this was 2024. This was actually last summer's video game adventure that I went on. Oh, man, only one view. Yeah, this wasn't the most popular stream. I had so much fun playing through this, though, so I don't care. I'm gonna leave it up. I'm proud of it. I played through all 4 of the Telltale Walking Dead games. 5? There's a Michonne one in there, too, right? Yeah. So much fun. It was so fun to play through these. I'm happy with the results. I think I did a pretty good job putting this all together for you guys. So if you ever want to go back and check that out, it's a really great game. Or even better than watching somebody play it, you go get this game and play it. And that was kind of the wrap up on my personal channel as far as me playing video games. I've been adding I have 122 videos on this playlist. This is like every Resident Evil ever made. And I think I've shown off some of this stuff, but this is kind of like the old game streams I used to do. I do like this Walking Dead Destinies stream. I thought that was a lot of fun. I beat Final Fantasy IX. This was a big one. Meatball Machine the Orc on Skyrim. That was 74 videos. No audio, no commentary though, so it's whatever, you know. And I think most people played Skyrim by now. But this is my personal channel. I try to kind of like keep it because I have more subscribers on here than anywhere. Well, no, that's not true. My TikTok is way bigger, but that's cool. If you find this, it's just personal stuff. I haven't uploaded a lot this year though because I've been doing the other channels. So we got 7 videos so far this year. The Denver trip was cool. I documented that as like kind of like a welcome to Gilliland. Lego Jaws, that was on Resident Chicken Zero as well. That was filmed on Resident Chicken Zero. A couple reviews, you know. Nothing too crazy. This is fun if you know who I am and you want to go back and watch some of our old videos. There's a lot of people in these videos, so if you know me and you're friends with me and you think you might be in, there's a good chance I caught you on camera at some point. We got Zombie Crew Productions, which was my old filmmaking thing that I did when I was younger. It was like my film school. And then we got the masterful Space Dog Maniacs, which is my favorite YouTube. It's mine and my son's filmmaking production company. My daughter's helped with it. My wife and I are talking about making some videos. She's interested in maybe possibly helping. She's shy. My wife I have the most beautiful wife in the world. People probably wonder why I don't like constantly record her. It's because she's shy. She doesn't want me. You don't want to make your spouse uncomfortable. She's perfectly cool with me doing what I do. She doesn't make me feel bad about any of this stuff. But not everybody wants a camera in their face. So she's not always in a lot of the videos. But I'm not trying to hide her or anything from you guys. I love my wife very much. We got all the Welcome to Gillilands. And then this is just like the videos I uploaded over the years. I'm not going to probably do this anymore right now. If I do, it'll be like 2025 through another couple years. Because I don't have any big plans for this channel. This has definitely become my like archive for everything. And there's a ton of playlists. Jesse got on here to find a video. Because, I've been friends with Jesse a long time. There's Jesse right there. And he was like, dude, I can't find this video. You have too many playlists. Like, there's too much shit. So this last year I went back and I kind of like simplified things. I was like, it should be a little easier to find stuff on here if you are interested. I like playlists. I think playlists are great because I do so many different projects. If I want to find something with Space Dogs has a different feel than Zombie Crew Productions. I have different things going on here than I did when I was doing Zombie Crew Productions, right? Well, my show, Welcome to Gilland, is a vlog about me. A lot different. A lot more like, that's Charlie when he was born. Yeah, it's cool. It's fun to check out. So, Dad Drew Gillosaurus, check it out. There's the Space Dogs channel. I have not been updating this as much as I typically would during the summer. The last 2 summers, we spent the whole summers filming movies. And the second run was Space Dogs 2024. That was our second run. This thing was huge, man. And I know it's only it's 5 videos and then the making of. This was huge. These videos took me so long. This video alone, this 12-minute video, probably took me like 2.5 months to gather everything, have it edited properly. Like, it took a while. Like, it wasn't an easy video to make. And I know when you watch it, you're like, he just farted this out. No, dude, I worked hard on these videos. And I know they're silly and they're not super serious. There's a lot of intricate shit that I did in these videos that I'm very proud of and happy about. I want to up it though. When I do the third run, I want the videos to be even bigger. And if I'm going to do that, I'm not going to probably get away with just working 1 summer on it. I'm thinking the third run might take, if I start it soon, it might take about 6 or 7 months to get all the way through. So there probably won't be, unless I do some random video, because I do upload silly little videos. Like this Gremlin video I decided to do in an afternoon. And I might try and do a couple more of those this year. But, yeah, man, this is our movie stuff. I'm getting into latex and stuff right now, so some of that will be coming here. So if you like Resident Chicken Zero, which is, just me farting off in my office, this is me and my son farting off with movie making. Like, it's fun. A lot of fun. Check it out. And then you got the main channel. What we've done so far this year, I had to get the internet in my office, so we kind of fell off. Last year, we uploaded quite a bit. Damn. I think this was the first video of the year. This is the last video of 2024. So our first year went pretty good. We were having some technical issues and stuff, so I kind of fell off. But we did 18 episodes of Resident Chicken Zero. And then the less crappy finale. I got in trouble because I played a Slitterhead, and there was a gratuitous sex scene in it, and I didn't know what the rules were on that. I figured if it said for intended audiences, or for a specific audience. But, yeah, I got in a little trouble for that. It wasn't a big deal. They didn't strike me or anything. They just gave me a week off, and so I took that time to take a break. Really cool-ass arcade machine I got for Christmas. So I started off kind of slow this year. I was working, so I reviewed the George A. Romero documentary that came out in regard to Resident Evil, his Resident Evil screenplay. It was a great documentary. I had a lot of fun talking about that. We talked a little bit about the TikTok ban that happened for a couple days. Trump saved TikTok, or at least took the credit for it. Talked about a movie I got fired from back in the day. That was a lot of fun. This pissed off a lot of people, guys. The people involved with this movie, even though I was pretty good about not talking smack about... I only talked smack about one person, really. I pissed off the director. I'm sure I pissed off the guy I kept calling a crackhead. I pissed off I see these people because they all work at Walmart, big shock, and they just glare at me now when I see them, and it's like, all right, whatever, dude. They didn't say shit either. When I made it, I was hoping maybe the director might like fire back, but I think I just hurt his feelings. So I'm not. That wasn't my intent. I wanted to tell a story, and I know I was a little rough on them, but a lot of what I said was, you know, I was trying to kind of, you know, stoke the flames a little bit and see if I could maybe get a response. I did not. I think I came on too hard, and I kind of just... I've been waiting years to tell this story because I knew the people involved would get pissed at me, but I don't really care about those people too much considering the way they treated me. So yeah, it sucks to suck, you know. But yeah, when I see these people out in public, they have not said a word to me since. They used to say hi to me, now they hate my guts. That's the only... I mean, I have one other like filmmaker that seriously pissed me the fuck off, and I called them out, and a bunch of people got mad at me. I don't. That's it though. Pretty much everybody else I've ever worked with, I'm still friends with. Like I still M. Strange and I talk every once in a while, and Sonny Fernandez and I regularly talk. We argue with each other and shit about movies, and he doesn't fucking blame me for the promotion of his stuff. He doesn't fucking tell me what to do. You know, like he's just a good dude. But in this world, when you're making movies and stuff, you do run into some interesting ass people, and sometimes they're not very nice people. So I feel a little bad because it's not really in the way I like to do things, but it was such an interesting story, so I'm proud of that. I'm proud of finally getting it off my chest, and I think David had fun doing that with me. Shady ass dudes though. You know you did something when everybody shuts the fuck up and doesn't say anything about it, right? We started Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in January. I was like, I'm gonna beat this. I did 11 episodes and completely fell off. We also started Path of Exile 2, which I really liked. I like Path of Exile 2. I get distracted with things, you know. I got busy with other things. We played through Mortal Kombat 1, and I fucking loved Mortal Kombat 1. I think there's 3 episodes of that. Started Badass Movie Time, I'm still doing Badass Movie Time. Just fun stuff, man. And right about here was summertime. So I went hard on Resident Evil this summer. I'm very excited for Resident Evil 9. Did a couple games of Magic for the Final Fantasy set. This was the premiere. We talked about Welcome to Gilliland on episode 19. This was the season 2 premiere. I took 2 silent films. I took Faust and Nosferatu, and I added metal music to them, and I had a lot of fun doing that, and I put those on here. I think they got cut up a little bit. Somebody took credit for certain sounds or something. I don't understand how they could do that, or there's imagery. I don't know. They're public domain movies. They're 100 years old movies, but whatever. I did this fun Saturday morning cartoons. This probably could have been an episode. I was playing old games, like Mega Man Legends, obviously. Fucking love Mega Man Legends. I still want to get back to Mega Man Legends. I beat Resident Evil 0, played through the first Resident Evil remake. Had so much fun playing those. We'll get to that. I had so much fun playing those that I ended up playing some more Resident Evil games. There's a game... I really like this Betor deck. Betor? Is it Betor? Betor. It's a dragon deck from the set, the Dragons of Tarkir, Dragonstorm. I don't fucking remember what they called it. I did this fun little Father's Day episode of Resident Chicken Zero where we were talking about Michael Jordan, The Windy City, which is a game my father worked on. David and I went through, and each of us did our top 50 games. So you got a top 100 video games of all time list on here. It took us hours. How long is that episode? It's 2 hours. It was a long episode of us talking. I did some more rankings. I did Resident Evil and Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy was kind of practice for this, but had fun doing that. I went on vacation to Denver, which you guys saw the video. That's on my personal channel. Came back and just shot the shit for half an hour or 40 minutes with some friends. Just said hi. This is like the only one where I was really talking. I mean, David and I talked a lot through this one and this one, but I just came on and I called it a chat. Did some more badass movie time stuff. We talked about Sinners, which was great. Around this, so by this point, at the very beginning of, or the very end of June, I got Starfield finally. I'd been talking about getting Starfield since like last year. I knew I wanted to play Starfield. I knew I wanted to stream it. Finally, 3 weeks ago, I uploaded episode 1, and it's 4.5 hours. Episode 2 is 4.5 hours. So I'm still uploading these. So if you're interested in those, they're coming up slowly. I don't want to upload all 11 episodes in one sitting. That'd be crazy. Like, I know I'm under the idea that some of this stuff will gain views later. And I know people say that's not how you do YouTube. You have to get instant gratification. You need the views as soon as it uploads. I'm not making money at this shit. I'd rather create videos that people will discover over time and be like, this is fucking good. I like this. I like this material. I like this content. There's some production value in this stuff. This guy has similar ideas to what I have. Or, this guy's batshit insane and I don't agree with anything he says, but I'm going to watch him to see, you know, what he thinks about this. Oh, I don't agree with that. It's fine either way, you know, like, it's supposed to be fun. This is just supposed to be shit that I'm interested in. So either it appeals to you or it doesn't really, you know. So if this sits at 14 views for the next 2 years and then gets views later in 2 years, I'm okay with that. I don't mind. We played Hand of Doom on episode 25. And then when I finished Resident Evil, I melded it together into one big episode. So I did that with Resident Evil 1. I think Resident Evil 0 came up. Yeah, Resident Evil 0 is an episode. And so, yeah, here you go. And then I did these as bonus episodes. These 2 are bonus episodes. And then Jesse made a video game, and I played it, and it was a lot of fun to show off. This is his practice run. He's going to make a really cool game, and I'm hoping he'll let me stream it when he's done. I gotta wait. I don't want to show his shit off yet. This was the most recent episode. I beat the original Jurassic Park on the Sega Genesis, which felt really good. Another game I played a lot when I was a kid, like Shining Force 2, and finally beat. So I've been playing a lot of games. This is just the edited stuff from this year. If you go to my stream archive, I don't know, how long has summer been? How many months into summer are we? If you go to my stream archive, I beat at the very beginning of summer. I right when summer was starting, I just beat Oblivion. I 100%ed Oblivion on Steam, the Oblivion remaster. So this is everything I was playing, just like without editing and having fun. You know, just putting this shit up for the archive. Got Neverwinter Nights 2, played some Fallout, Sonic DX. Got back into Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 16. Going. I've been playing that off and on. I would like to finish Veilguard. I guess, let's see here. I finished Outlaws, which was great. I did one episode for Dead Space. I'd like to get back to Dead Space. I don't think I care too much about Final Fantasy World right now. FF1 could probably wait until 4 is done. I'd like to get back to Veilguard. I'd like to finish 16. As I said, this is going to be kind of a finale of sorts. There will be 3 more episodes for Season 2. And I thought it would be fun to end this exactly the way I ended Season 1. These both just came up, but I ended Episode 1, or Season 1 of Resident Chicken Zero with, I did Resident Evil 2 and I broke it up, and then I did Resident Evil 3. Well, I played through Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 remakes. I thought it'd be fun. So the last 3 episodes of Season 2, episodes 30, 31, and 32 will be Resident Evil 2 remake broken up, and then Resident Evil 3 remake will be the final episode of Season 2. I thought it'd be fun to just end it exactly the same. So, there you go. There's the plans for Resident Chicken Zero. Things I'm excited about, things that I will be streaming on Twitch, and it will end up here. They won't be for episodes or anything. I'm very, very excited about the Mortal Kombat collection coming out September. I think it's coming out next month. I'm so fucking excited. I might even get a fight stick for this. I'm able to play Mortal Kombat 2 easily. Every version, whether it's on that arcade stick or whatever, Mortal Kombat 3 is so hard to play right now. I have a copy of it from GOG Games. It's really hard to make it so I can use a gamepad on it. It's like I have to do some fucking configuring, and it doesn't stay configured for long. It's such a pain in the ass. It's not worth it. I'm so happy this is coming out on Steam. I cannot wait. I don't give a fuck about Mortal Kombat 4. There's more games that might get announced for this as well. But I'm mostly excited to play Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. I'm going to practice at it. I'm going to get good at it. Great games. One of my favorite fighting series of all time. It's like Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, mainly Soul Calibur 2. And I used to play Guilty Gear a lot. Dragon Ball Z Fighters kind of took the crown as far as, because is that by the same people that does Guilty Gear? I don't know. Dragon Ball Z Fighter is kind of like dethroned Guilty Gear for me. And last but not least, Marvel vs. Capcom is like I love Marvel vs. Capcom. I like all three of those games. Very excited. And aligned with this release, in October, we're getting the new Mortal Kombat 2 on October 24th. I really liked the first movie of these. It looks like Noob Saibot's going to be in it again, and we got was Jackson there? I don't remember. That's Cole, right? Cole was the only thing about that movie that I was like, who is this dude? You know, why is this guy in this movie? I think they might kill Cole in this movie. I think they might get rid of him and just keep it Mortal Kombat. I don't know. I could be wrong. And last, but not certainly least, Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles will be out on Steam September 30th, 2025. So excited. The last time I played this, I think I have a copy of it on the PS3. I have a digital download of it on the PS3. And so it's been about 6 years since I played this last. I'm so excited. The stuff that went into making this game is bonkers. People sitting at home bitching about it and stuff, like, they rebuilt this game. This game has been remade, and it is crazy. I'm very excited for Final Fantasy Tactics and to see what they did. The source code for this game is gone, right? So somebody rebuilt this game. That's crazy. And I think, Mortal Kombat, I think NetherRealms is a little bit better about, they probably have a better arc. Well, you'd think Square would have a pretty crazy archive. I'm not sure. Whatever happened, these old games, like, what do you a lot of stuff isn't archived very well. John Romero in his book, The Doom Guy, talked about how, like, all this shit for Doom, he had in a hidden room in his house in California, and there was, like, a rock slide, or no, his refrigerator leaked in his house, and the kitchen was above his bedroom, and he was lucky that his stuff wasn't destroyed. All it took was a freak occurrence, and his stuff would have been ruined. It's not like, Doom is, like, an infinite type game now. There's so many people making stuff for Doom, and like, they gave out all the stuff that it took to make Doom, but all the stuff that is valuable to that series, John Romero has, like, in a closet, or I think he finally put it somewhere safer. But, like, so when you want to do something like remake or remaster a game, you have to remake it. Like, this game was remade from the ground up. Like, they recoded it and reprogrammed it. I think that's fucking cool. I'm excited about it. It's just funny that my two most anticipated games for the rest of the year are remakes, remasters. It's just like, I feel like that's becoming pretty common in the older I get. It's like, I know what I like. I like these games. So, I don't think there's anything else too crazy coming out that everybody's still playing the new Donkey Kong game. I have no interest in getting a Switch 2, if I'm being honest. The Switch 2 is expensive, which, yeah, whatever. But we have Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. And then I watched Nintendo Direct. There's no Nintendo games coming out. It's all fucking third-party stuff that I can play elsewhere. Right? I didn't see... they were mostly showcasing Squaresoft RPGs, like that fucking Fernardo, or whatever the fuck. Looked terrible. The Final Fantasy detective game Didn't Pokemon already do that? Hell yeah. Oh, I just put two and two together. I was talking about Shining Force at the beginning of this, and now I'm excited for this strategy RPG. Hell yeah. Alright. That brings us to the end, guys. So there's 3 more episodes, one final announcement. And this is a big one. I'm going to start one more new show. And it's not going to be a very long show. It's going to be a limited run. It's going to be a mini series of streams. But I invite you all to partake in the excellent... I got my copy today. I would like to read the story Morning Glory Milking Farm to you all by C.M. Nescosta. It's a monster bait romance novel. Go ahead and breathe that in. Take that all in for a second. I'm going to read this to you all. Violet is a typical down-on-her-luck millennial. Mid-20s, overeducated and drowning in debt. On the verge of moving into her parents' basement. When a lifelong... Off to a bad start. I'm a little rusty, hold on. When a lifeline appears in the form of a very unconventional job in neighboring Cambric Creek, she has no choice but to grab at it with both hands. Morning Glory Farm offers full-time hours, full benefits, and generous pay with no experience needed. There's only one catch. The clientele is grade A certified prime beef with the manly, meaty endowments to match. Hands-on work with Minotaurs isn't something Violet ever considered as a career option, but she's determined to turn the opportunity into a reversal of fortune. When a stern, deep-voiced client begins to specially request her for his sessions at the farm, maintaining her professionalism and keeping him out of her dreams is easier said than done. Violet is resolved to make a dent in her student loans and afford name-brand orange juice, and a one-sided crush on an out-of-her-league Minotaur is not a part of her plan, unless her feelings aren't so one-sided after all. I think the person who wrote this is a genius, and I think they know exactly what they're doing. If you know what I mean. It's funny, I posted this as a joke, and then I started talking to people that know me, and they're like, Andrew, you should read this on your stream. And I was like, yeah, I probably should. I probably should read this. One of my friends from high school got on, and she's like, oh, I have this book. It's really good. Like, not ironically. Like, she dug this shit. She was like, no, it's good. It's well written. It's a good book. So I'm excited to read this to you guys. So, obviously, I'm not going to read it in the middle of the day with my children where they can hear me. But I'm going to read this as seriously as I can for you all to enjoy. Morning Glory Milking Farm.